Hi, I'm John Isner, and you're Inside Tennis with The Cause.
Well, Kimberly, what a week here at the Florida Open. How great of a feeling is this to share what you had in the game as a WTA Top 25 performer with these kids?
It's been really kind of neat, kind of come full circle from having been a junior player to a pro player, played college, and to seeing these young kids getting the opportunity to play here.
What are you and Lee County and Lexington Country Club and the volunteers and the members here most proud to share with the kids?
I think it's our social feeling. Well, you're welcome here to Lexington. We love the kids, the tennis that they bring. The tennis enthusiasts here at Lexington are fabulous. We have 8 ladies teams that play. We have 10 men's teams, and just getting to see the kids really invigorates them to want to come out and play some more.
Our members love it. I'm watching these young people out here playing tennis, and I can't believe it. They're amazing. It's just been a great, wonderful few days that we've had with these young folks. That some of them are going to wind up being champions, and we're going to watch them at Wimbledon, I hope.
Many of the parents are saying they really appreciate and pick up on the hospitality that is happening the moment they arrive.
Great, yes, and that's something that we work on all the time. You know, we're a community of about 1,479 doors, 3,000 members in the community, and we concentrate on good service and welcoming in a home atmosphere. That's what we're so proud of that.
Lynn, you have been involved with the Florida Open for 10 years, 2 years here at Lexington Country Club, 8 years at another facility. What does the Florida Open mean to Lee County?
Well, the Florida Open has been in Lee County for 29 years, and so there's a tradition here of providing high-level quality junior tennis in Southwest Florida. We don't have as many players here because our population is not as large as Miami or Tampa area. So we'd like to highlight our area. And for Lee County, from a sports development standpoint, we get great support from the County Sports Development Group because of the economic impact of this tournament to our area.
I know it's a bit hot for the kids, but it's a great tournament and they've established it for a long time. So I know they get a lot of quality tennis players coming down to play their event.
It's great to see the kids compete. You know, at this level, that's really what separates the best from everyone else. And the fact that they got to deal with the conditions. It's a little hot and humid down here, so it's great to see just the level of competitiveness down here and the heart and desire and fight. I do some consulting with some college teams, and they're going to be interested to hear about some of the kids that are in the tournament, especially in the semifinals today. Very good potential college players coming up the pipe.
Cool place to be with all the college coaches around. How motivational is that to go out there and know that a lot of guys are looking at you?
Yeah, it's really good. Like, it makes us try our hardest and do your best because you don't know who's watching you, and you just want to see the best school you could go to, and it's just a big decision now.
Doing your best on the SAT, ACT, that's super important. I mean, academics always first, and tennis, you just try to get better every day, and yeah, I mean, it helps a lot if you're trying to look for a good school, to have both.
Yeah, I'm super excited for college, even though I haven't decided on where I'm going yet. I think representing any school would just be amazing. I am so excited.
Starting to look at colleges, but
Now, your mother played at UNC.
yes.
That could be a good choice.
I mean, of course,
Yes.
That's my first choice actually. But it is a very good school, and it's a challenge to get in. But I'm trying to work towards that, and hopefully that is my outcome.
There's a lot of coaches I can tell walking around, looking at all the players and everything.
I want to go to college first, and then from there we'll see. College is undecided yet where I want to go. So the goal is to go pro, but it's tough. It's really tough out there. There's a lot of good players out there, so we'll see.
Coaches are down galore, taking a look at you for potential college choices. What do you enjoy about an event like this, the Florida Open?
Just getting to talk to people about future tennis opportunities.
Competition is here tough?
Yeah, the competition's tough here. Yeah.
Well, Danny boy, your summer's full of fun. You're playing here in the Florida Open. Next week you'll be at the National Clay Course, then you're going to the zoo.
Yep.
Then you're going to be a pioneer at the University of Denver.
Yes, sir.
How good is this summer of 2018 for you, Danny?
It's been fun. Lots of training, getting ready for college, and it's hard to believe that these are my last few tournaments, but I'm excited, yeah.
How good is this Florida Open as a precursor, a tune-up for the national clay courts?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's it's clay. It's like a perfect warm-up tournament for clays. There's lots of tough players, and yeah, it's the heat. It's just great conditions. So
this is the best way to prepare for clay courts because you're out there in the heat in Florida, and these clay courts are very slow, just like the ones at the Delray Beach Tennis Center. So I just think it's the best tournament to get ready on clay for.
Yeah, it's a good preparation. I had a lot of good matches to play, so yeah, it was really good.
I mean, it's totally different than how it is over in Oregon. It's a little drier, nowhere near as hot, so the conditions are totally different. There's a little bit more breeze, and the clay is something that I never practice on.
Since it's on clay, you get used to playing on clay because, I mean, my academy, I train hard every single day, so I mean, I wasn't really used to playing on clay, so it's great preparation.
Yeah, I like playing on clay, like sliding and, hitting the ball, like on a half volley sometimes. It's fun, serving and volleying.
I actually love clay. It's like one of my favorite services, yeah.
Well, I'm here mainly to get some good match play in before clay court nats down in Delray. It's also good to get used to the humidity before clay court nats.
It's on clay, so that's the surface we'll be playing on, and it helps us get our strategies ready.
Yeah, playing tournaments is always a good experience, so any tournament is good for the next one.
The Florida Open is on clay, which is going to get me ready for the clay courts.
And we get to play against lots of clay court players, which is good because those are the girls that know how to play on clay. So then going into clay courts, we'll be prepared to play the girls that don't play on clay and play hard court games.
Also, it's really hot here, and so that
we're acclimated already.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like to think I'm pretty motivated, but sometimes it's hard, when it's so hot outside to get up early and, go play tennis at 7 a.m. or go for a run. But I'm definitely working on it. I'm trying to improve my fitness, and I think it's producing some good results. I'm having some good matches in these tournaments.
I'd like to see them compete and put into matches what they work so hard in training for. So they play a lot of matches in this tournament. They were on day 3 now and many matches in between 2 daughters.
It was an amazing experience for us to see so many different levels of play, players coming from all over the country. The organization of the tournament was amazing. There were no glitches, timely starts, sportsmanship as well. Lots of girls fought very hard in a very hot weather here, and they all played, gave it all they had. So it was an amazing experience for my daughter.
It's a fantastic preparation. We're out from Fairfield, California, where we don't have this humidity, and of course we don't really have much of a clay court. So to come out here is, I would say, it's almost a prerequisite prior to playing the L1.
It's nerve-wracking. That's how much fun it is. It's something that gets in the stomach, and until they shake hands, you're not out of it. So it's so much fun to see your kid play to the highest level, but it definitely takes a lot of that strength and from the kids and the nerves from us.
It was devastation in Puerto Rico. No transportation airwise to get off of it. You have 3 kids here in the United States at the USTA National Campus, and there's nowhere to go.
In the beginning, we didn't really know what to do because it was all happening all so fast, and I couldn't play for a couple weeks.
It's so tough to talk about this. It was really hard because my sons are 12 and 14, and my daughter was only 15. So there was no way of them coming back home. It was tough. I was very lucky that I had brought my kids for the past 2 summers to the Academia Sanchez Casal in Naples, and they were the only people that I could think of that could help me. And when I called, they were extremely nice, and I remember they said, well, we still don't have electricity because you had been hit by the Irma. Hurricane Irma. But they said, it doesn't matter, bring them here. We'll keep them safe. We'll give them food. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of them. And that's what they did.
They brought me in if I started in August, and they just got me back up in her feet, and it was so much easier for my family to pass the hurricane and be able to rebuild everything that was broken down.
And they offered to put them in school, and they did at that point. So they took care of them in ways beyond what I would have ever imagined. They're so kind.
Tennis seems to bring people together. The Florida Open seems to bring volunteers together. How strong is this group of volunteers?
Well, it's interesting coming to Lexington. We have volunteers who are residents and owners here, but we have volunteers who were part of the Florida Open at the other facility who continue to volunteer with us because they enjoy the activity, they enjoy seeing the players, and just participating in this level of event.
I like to be around young people, and to see them play tennis is amazing. And I just started tennis 2 years ago, so I love tennis, I love Florida, and I love Lexington Country Club. Whenever there is an event at Lexington, we need volunteers. Everyone is anxious to help out.
What would your advice be to a young kid in his prime from a guy who took it up later in life?
So my best advice as someone who did take it up very young and then quit is punishing your coaches by quitting is not the answer. You're only hurting yourself, which is what I did at 13.
We've had some wonderful sponsors this year. We've had the Kitchen Magician, Ritzman, who has done all our court lights.
Tony Ritzman.
Yes.
My gosh.
Photo finish our lights this week for our LED lights here. Yes, so he's one of our gold sponsors. We also have Patty Beavers. We have Raymond James. So we had some very wonderful sponsors.
I'm Mike. I'm Bob. You're Inside Tennis with The Cause.